most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Short, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Today
Bob.
we're going to go over the best hand exercises for stroke patients at home using a mirror. This is something they can do themselves or with a spouse or with a loved one.
This is really a neat concept. When I saw it, it's really exciting. I can't wait to do this.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat concept that they actually not only use it for stroke patients, but they also use it for pain patients who are having intractable pain on their arm.
Okay.
They convince the arm that it no longer has pain.
Yeah, well,
we'll talk about it. Yeah. So, by the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. You're also going to want to join us on our social media channels. There you go, Brad.
Yeah.
Because we're always giving something away. We're in fact giving away the iReliev TENS unit or EMS unit. I think they're both combined in one unit.
Right.
And this is great for pain control and also for strengthening. They also, for some of the runner-ups, they're going to give some of the pain gel. It's just a roll-on gel. You've been using it on your back.
Right. It's one of those things that's a topical pain relief. It works really well. I like it because it's a roll-on technique.
Yeah. So you go to bobandbrad.com, go to our giveaway section, or go to Facebook, Bob and Brad. It's pinned to the top of the page. So this is research back. This is not something we're just pulling out of our butts.
Oh, Bob, come on.
Out of our brain. Okay. How's that better?
Yes.
And they call it mirror box therapy or mirror therapy. It's just a simple, cost-effective way to work on recovery of the hands, wrist, and arm function. So what you do, you're going to get a mirror, and they have expensive ones you can buy, but I just bought a cheap one that, I mean, what are these? Like, what are these, Liz? Do you think $5, $10? Yeah, they're hardly anything at all. And you just have it hooked up somehow on your table so it doesn't fall over.
Right. You could have someone like I'm doing. Just have someone help you out and hold it.
Right, because they can help them tell me how things are going on the other side.
Right.
So this is my side that had the stroke, involved side.
Right. So it's
on this side. It's affected this side here. So you put the involved side on the other side of the mirror. You put your non-involved arm on the side of the mirror that you can see. So what you're doing here, in essence, is tricking the brain. So right now, when I move this arm, I'm thinking my left arm is moving too.
Is that clear in the camera?
That's clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's not even going to look up and look at the
No, I'm not going to look at the stroke arm at all. It's funny. I do feel like it's moving.
Yeah.
It's a weird concept. So they actually use this for pain control too. If this arm is having pain, you look at it, you do things, and you say, this one doesn't hurt when I'm moving it. You know, and so it tricks the brain. So brain's an amazing thing, isn't it? So I'm going to go through a series of exercises that you can try.
Sure.
And as a start, you know, everything is about repetition with stroke. You want to start forming those pathways again. And this is helping form that pathway to remind the arm how it used to work and try to recreate some new ones.
Right.
So, all right, first one, you're going to start. Now you can put your hand on, I have a slippery table here, so I'm not going to worry about it, but you can put it on a towel or even just a sheet of paper. I'm going to do it palm down, flat down, and I'm going to I'm watching both, and I'm just going to go back and forth like this. Brad, you want to kind of show what I'm doing?
Oh, so
Yeah. I'm just going ulnar and radial deviation. And try to do it with this side too.
Right.
Certainly think about it. That's how you're starting to establish those pathways.
Right.
Second one. Hand on your side, okay, and now you're going to do wrist flexion and extension. Oh. So yeah, Brad, if you want to show it that way.
So again, he's thinking about both hands doing it.
Yeah, both hands doing this.
But we're only getting feedback from the mirror and looking at the good side.
Yeah, and the person who's helping you can maybe even look and see how much you're doing.
Sure.
You know? So then you're going to go palm up. Now, it's not unusual after a stroke to have a spastic hand that wants to close on you.
Right.
So a good one to start off with is to try to open the fingers and hold it open. You know, you may not you may not be able to bend, flex, and extend it here, but if you can hold it, just hold it
And this is someone, if you got a partner, they can
go like
some
that,
assistance and say, hold it there, keep your fingers
and
down,
then
keep
let
them.
go. And exactly. That's a good point, Brad. That's why it's nice to have an assistant with you.
Right.
And then if you're able to, yes, you can do flexion extension.
Right.
And again, as I look over here, I feel like my left arm is doing it.
Right. Yeah, it is really
it's
interesting
a weird thing. So, all right. And then we're going to go ahead, palm down on the paper. And we're going to go ahead and we'll do what is, and this is actually one of the ones sometimes is a great one to start off with because sometimes you don't have much for our hand movement yet.
Sure.
But you might have shoulder. So you're going to do shoulder protraction and retraction. So you're moving the shoulder forward. This is one where you probably want a towel.
Yeah, you don't want resistance on the table or whatever you have your hand on. Again, now this is not so much the arm moving, but it's the shoulder. If you look at Bob's shoulder.
I'm going forward and I'm retracting it forward. And I'm not trying to use my body. I'm just using the shoulder to do it.
This is where that shoulder blade or the scapula is moving across the rib cage. And it's really important to get that motion moving sooner than later.
And often that's the one that comes back first.
Sure.
Generally a lot of times it comes back proximal to distal.
Yep.
And so that's one of the things you're going to see. And the last one, in a reference to the Karate Kid, you want to do wax on, wax off. So you're going to just go back and forth like this. You're going to go in internal, external rotation like this, basically. Well, you're doing flexion and extension of the elbow.
Well, Bob, I can't turn 90 degrees sideways like that. Don't play games with me now.
But again, the key here is repetition. They talked about doing this for a good amount of time, 20 to 30 minutes.
Sure. You're going to get fatigued physically as well as mentally, and you need to take a break. I imagine you could do circles as well.
You can do circles. Yeah, I just gave some examples. You can whatever you can work on, whatever motion you can get.
Right.
If you can just get like a little bit of finger flexion, just work on that. Just try to get some movement going at all. Any movement at all is excellent.
Right.
So, and you can actually you could do this with the leg too.
Sure.
You could, especially with the ankle dorsiflexion and plantar flexion.
Yeah, I could see that with the person sitting down, or even possibly, well, not so much laying in bed because it'd be hard to see the mirror.
And it's nice. You can always make sure you look good while you're doing it. So, all right. Thanks for watching.
There's no hope for you.
There's
Bob.
no hope.